When you think of Cuba, what comes to mind? Maybe it's those iconic classic cars gliding past pastel buildings, the rich aroma of hand-rolled cigars, or the postcard-perfect beaches that seem to stretch on forever. These are the images that have defined Cuba for decades, painting a picture of timeless charm and tropical allure. But beyond these familiar snapshots, there's a deeper, more complex story waiting to be discovered. Cuba is a land of contrasts, where daily life is shaped by resilience, creativity, and a sense of community that runs deep. Today we're peeling back the layers to reveal the real Cuba, the challenges its people face, the ingenious ways they adapt, and the resourcefulness that fuels their everyday lives. Through it all, you'll see the unbreakable spirit, warmth, and joy that define the Cuban people, no matter what life throws their way. If you're curious about the real stories behind the photos, the truth that goes far beyond the postcards, make sure to hit subscribe. Join us as we dive deep into the heart of Cuba, uncovering the beauty, the struggles, and the unforgettable spirit of this remarkable island. Cuba's economy was once split by two currencies, one for locals and another for visitors. This unique system meant that everyday life was a constant dance between the Cuban peso, known as cup, and the convertible peso, or CUC, which was mainly used by tourists. For Cubans, navigating this dual-currency world was more than just a financial challenge. It shaped how they shopped, worked, and even dreamed about the future. Tourists would pay for goods and services with CUC, often at prices out of reach for most locals, while Cubans used cup for their daily needs. This created a daily puzzle for everyone, as people constantly calculated exchange rates and strategized how to stretch their money. Even now, after the government unified the currencies, the US dollar has become the unofficial king of the street. Many Cubans seek out dollars through remittances or side hustles, knowing that foreign currency opens doors to goods and opportunities that pesos simply can't buy. The gap between those with access to foreign money and those without has only grown wider. Families with relatives abroad or connections to the tourist industry often fare better, while others struggle to keep up in a rapidly changing economy. Every worn peso note tells a story of survival, resilience, and creativity in a system built on making do. In Cuba, money isn't just about buying and selling, it's about adapting, improvising, and finding a way forward, no matter the odds. Imagine walking to a park just to check your email. Welcome to Cuba's internet reality. Mobile data is a luxury, and public Wi-Fi hotspots are still the main way most Cubans connect, making information a privilege, not a right. The digital divide here isn't just with the world, it's within Cuba itself. Cuba's streets are filled with vintage American cars, rolling works of art that have become an iconic part of the island's identity. These brightly colored Chevrolets, Buicks, and Fords from the 1940s and 50s cruise through Havana, their chrome gleaming in the tropical sun, turning every street into a moving museum. These rolling relics from before the embargo are more than just vehicles. They are living pieces of history, each with its own story to tell. Decades after the US embargo halted the import of American cars and parts, these classics still dominate the roads, a testament to the resourcefulness of the Cuban people. Mechanics, affectionately known as magos, or wizards, keep these cars alive with unmatched creativity and skill. They have mastered the art of improvisation, often fabricating parts from scratch or repurposing household items to keep engines running smoothly. Using whatever parts they can find, sometimes even using old washing machine motors or handmade gaskets, these magos ensure that the cars remain on the road, defying the odds year after year. Riding in one of these classic cars is more than just a way to get around. It's a bumpy, unforgettable journey through time. The rumble of the engine, the scent of old leather, and the wind in your hair evoke a bygone era, making every ride a living history lesson. These cars are a symbol of both Cuba's isolation from the world and its incredible resilience. They stand as reminders of the country's ability to adapt and thrive, even in the face of adversity. These vehicles aren't just modes of transport, they're rolling testaments to Cuban ingenuity, pride, and the enduring spirit of a nation that refuses to let its history fade away. In Cuba, the government shapes nearly every aspect of life, from your job to your home. Most people work for the state, with fixed salaries and limited choices, making ambition a challenge. Life here is a constant negotiation between personal dreams and the ever-present hand of the state. Every Cuban family gets a ration book, the libreta, guaranteeing basic food staples at subsidized prices. But the rations rarely last the month, forcing people to turn to expensive markets or the informal economy. The libreta is both a safety net and a reminder of the system's limits. Cuba's healthcare is free and community-based, with doctors living among their patients and focusing on prevention. The country trains world-class doctors, but hospitals often lack basic supplies, and patients bring their own essentials. It's a system of brilliant minds, working in crumbling infrastructure. Healthcare here is a triumph of dedication over scarcity. Cuba boasts near universal literacy and free education from kindergarten to university, but the curriculum is tightly controlled, and graduates often owe years of low-paid service to the state. Education is a gift, with strings attached. Music is Cuba's heartbeat, pouring from doorways, echoing in plazas, and woven into daily life. Dance and rhythm are expressions of resilience, joy, and history, blending African and Spanish roots. The island's music tells the story of its people, celebration, struggle, and hope. Private business is new and hard-won in Cuba, with entrepreneurs, cuentapropistas, turning homes into restaurants and renting rooms to tourists. Strict regulations and supply shortages make every day a hustle. These small businesses are pioneering a new Cuban economy, one creative solution at a time. Beyond the cities, Cuba is a natural wonder. Untouched beaches, lush valleys, and unique wildlife. Places like Viñales and the Escambray Mountains offer a glimpse of timeless beauty and tranquility. Nature here is both an escape and a reminder of the island's enduring magic. In Cuba, community is survival. Neighbors share what little they have, and families span generations under one roof. Doors are open, help is given freely, and social bonds are the true wealth. When resources are scarce, human connection is everything. Recent years have seen Cubans take to the streets, demanding freedom and basic rights in unprecedented protests. The government's response was swift, but the silence is broken, especially among the young, who are connected and impatient for change. Tension simmers beneath the surface, marking a pivotal moment in Cuban history. Tourism is Cuba's economic lifeline, but it creates deep divides. Engineers drive taxis, teachers wait tables, all for tourist tips. Where you spend your money matters, shaping lives and fueling both opportunity and inequality. Tourism preserves and distorts, empowering some while leaving others behind. Transportation in Cuba is a patchwork of creativity. Spicy taxis, shared classic cars, horse carts, and bicycles. Getting around is rarely simple, but always inventive and communal. Every journey is an adventure in making do. Despite hardship, Cubans are defined by resilience, humor, and hope. Resolver, finding a way no matter what, is a national art. People gather, dance and dream, believing in a better tomorrow. This unbreakable spirit is Cuba's greatest treasure. We've glimpsed the real Cuba, its contradictions, its humanity, its hope. If this journey opened your eyes, subscribe for more stories that connect us all. Until next time, stay curious.